Hey gang, Joyce with Skipping Cass Farms. I've been out here in the garden. I'm at the edge of the garden in front of the beehives now, but I've been um, waiting and putting down cardboard just right over here, and I just started hearing this sound, and I'm going, sounds like a swarm. And this is what's going on my hive. Now I'm still behind the fence in the garden. Um, For a couple of reasons. Number one, it's a pain to get out and to go around. Number two, there's really no need to get any closer than this. And so, you might ask, what on God's green acre is going on? And if you've been watching my videos, which many of you probably haven't, but that's okay. About 2 or 3 weeks ago, I had a bunch of bees around the hive, and on that video I said, from the looks of that looks like that is a mated queen that just came back. Wasn't as loud, wasn't as many bees. There were about 2 pounds of bees with her. And so what we are seeing now, I believe, is the hive swarming. Why? Well, I never went into the box. I never tried to check a board. I never tried to take honey out. I just left the hive as it was, knowing that it was probably going to get pretty crowded. Well, what are they going to do when they get crowded? Even in June, they're going to swarm. So, well, why 2 weeks later or so? They probably will. It takes about that long for a mated queen to come back and establish that she is a good quality laying queen, because they're not going to be able to swarm until she has a bunch of eggs or larvae in the hive, so that they can use those larvae and feed them a bunch of royal jelly and turn them into queen cells. Those queen cells will take about a month to hatch. They go out and get mated and hopefully come back. So that's kind of where we're at right now. There are a bunch of bees down below the hive on the ground here. Generally what the bees will do is they will kind of withhold some food from the queen for a number of days so she loses some weight. Because normally when she's in the hive and she's laying, she's too heavy to fly. Now those bees on the ground may be on the ground because the queen's down there. I don't know. I don't really want to go in and disturb them. Typically it takes a half an hour to 45 minutes to an hour for a swarm to get started, take off, and calm down. So I'm not going to stand here and take a bunch of time going all through this. It is getting a little bit quieter. There are more and more bees. Let me see if there are more and more bees right down here. This is like a small cluster that's getting started right there. And so she may be there. Basically, it is the hive, it is the collective, it's the worker bees, which are all female. The only male bees in a colony are called drones, and they're what they call haploid. They only have half the genetics. They only have the male half genetics. They basically serve one purpose, and that's about it. Um, they are not a contributing part to the hive to speak of other than genetics. The collective is all done by worker bees, and when you have a big healthy hive, they differentiate their jobs. There's those that go out for nectar, those that are nurse bees, um, those that are guard bees, etc. And they, as a collective, decide when they're going to swarm, and they split themselves in half. And half go with the old queen to a new location where the scout bees have already determined. Now, I'm just kind of glancing around, and it would not surprise me at all if they head off over in this direction and head off over about that way. Why? Because that's where my friend Jacob has his hives, and he does have swarm boxes out to try and attract bees, and so it wouldn't surprise me if he catches this swarm. He caught a swarm of my bees last year. So that's what we're looking at. It's amazing how organized, disciplined, and on task something as simple as a honeybee can be. And it's all I can do to get my garden weeded. Now, sometimes they will have a place up in a tree. I'm looking around. I'm not looking at what the camera's looking at right now. I'm looking over here. Looks like there might be a few bees out in this area, but I don't see where they're collecting any space. So so if I had to guess, if the queen is not still inside the box, she's in that collection of bees down underneath. And it may be a while before everything kind of sorts itself out. But there you have it. A bunch of bees buzzing along, fixing to start a new household. With that, gang, I will wish you blessings for the day, and whatever you do, just keep chasing the dream.